Hi. Oh, that's awesome. We were two different energies.
So you're always and I'm always like, hey, like I've just smoked a doobie or something.
Oh my gosh. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Fat TV World. I am Dellany.
And I am KT, and I'm about to start sharing while Dellany's talking to everybody.
We are so happy to be here. I just told KT how much I love her. She did not reciprocate that, and that's okay.
I did too.
I know, I'm messing. I'm grateful for everyone here. Like, I just thought about our loyal followers and friends and fans who every week are always there. And I was just like, man, I'm so thankful because y'all, we enjoy doing this with y'all. But all y'all also need to get a Clubhouse because KT and I we are on Clubhouse now. Every night after the show, we do an after show on Clubhouse, and we would love to see you there. So I hope everyone likes my sweater. This is actually a gift from KT, and
oh my God, I remember that. Actually, that's a gift from my old next door neighbor who gave it to me.
Yeah, KT had an old next door neighbor who basically was like, hey, KT, my teenage daughter doesn't want this. And then she gave it to KT, and KT didn't want it. And so she gave it to me because I like sparkly stuff. And it looks way cooler in person. But this is my mouth. But I'm wearing a sweater because it's cold, y'all. It is cold.
It is 60-something degrees. That is not cold.
No, okay. I love this type of weather, and I'm not even complaining. Wait, how many syllables did I just say complaining? Complaining. I'm not even complaining. It's just that it's very windy, and my hands feel like icicles. I've got a little toque on. Speaking of this, everybody in the comments, what do you call these? So I call this a toboggan. I'm from North Carolina, and I call this a toboggan. And once I moved away from North Carolina, people looked at me like I was crazy. They're like, a toboggan? That's not a toboggan. And I'm literally like, this is a toboggan. So what do y'all call this?
Beanie.
A beanie. I also call it a beanie. But in North Carolina, and I was validated by the weirdest way on national TV last week. I was validated because on the show, The Bachelor, which trash, the guy is named Matt, and he's from North Carolina, and he apparently referred to this as a toboggan. And I was like, booyah, I am not crazy, because I've been made to feel like I'm crazy for 20 years. In New York City and Los Angeles and Europe, people are like, this is not a toboggan. And I'm like, and sometimes I call it a toque. I learned that from Canada, that this is also.
I got two beanies there.
Oh, does anybody call this a toboggan? Anybody? Just me and the guy from The Bachelor? Anybody?
Kathy's just saying it's cold, but I got two beanies from Corinne and Danielle.
Oh, okay. Hey, Kathy. Oh my gosh. So, yeah. Are you done, Miss?
I'm done. Now it's your turn to share.
Okay, and then we got some news.
Yes.
I can't see anything. Hold on.
Oh my God, are you trying to share on your phone?
No, I've set up my desk. I've got a real desk now in my laptop, but I the way I jimmied my phone, it's in front of the laptop and I can't see to share. So hold on. So you got to talk, KT. We're online.
No, I'm just looking at everybody's comments because Danielle says it's 50 degrees in New York. And actually, my friend just texted me because she said it was 60 driving from where she was into New York. And I know it's been 29 there. So that's cold. 29.
Yes, is cold. That is freaking cold. Is it? It is. Okay, I'm sharing now.
What is, I like your sharing position. You know? I don't understand this. And I just want to give everybody a little heads up that, it's Kathy said it's the wind.
Got you.
It's windy out because I was doing clothes and I always put my mats out to dry and they blew away on me. So.
Oh, got you. Okay. So, no, this is a toboggan / toque / beanie. But y'all, like I said, the guy from The Bachelor validated me. He's from North Carolina, and he had this, and he called this a toboggan, period. So a toboggan is this, and it's also a sled. So I guess I'm done sharing, whatever. Hey, Jenny. Everybody say, hey, Jenny. Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
Jenny, she
And
didn't come in to say hi.
And
Just the
Elphaba,
voice.
I wanted to say,
What?
did you guys, Elphaba, those pictures of Elphaba, because I hear her in the background,
Who,
are
Elphaba? Who,
the
Elphaba?
cutest from set that you shared this weekend.
Oh my God, was she not adorable? Hi, Jenny.
Hello.
Say hi. Hi, Jenny.
Hi. Hello.
I want to say
everyone.
that I'm not really happy with Jenny because she's deciding to leave us, and I'm just going to keep
Jenny.
doing it.
Was after much consideration.
Well, we're gonna punish her and make her intern for us on our social media until she leaves. How about that?
This is the first time I'm hearing about
She's like,
this.
I didn't say yes.
Oh.
So, okay. Well, let's.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Oh, bye, Jenny. You guys, she's moving. Jenny's moving, and I don't even want to talk about it. It's very sad. What? He's crying. What am I saying? She's crying over you moving and leaving us. She's still here for a little bit. We'll talk more about that at another time.
Okay.
We're on very limited time. I have an announcement. We have an announcement.
I'm sorry for your limited time. Okay.
Guess what, KT?
What?
Well, we got a nice little package from a wonderful company.
Are we unpacking something?
We're unboxing. Well, I kind of cheated and unboxed already. But our friends over at Lux Bidet, they sent us a couple of these.
And guess what we're going to be doing with them?
What? What are we going to be doing?
We're not going to be washing our boo-boos. We're going to be giving them away so that you can.
Yes. So for the first time in our history of Fat TV, we finally have giveaways. And thanks for our partnership with Lux Bidet. They were so kind. So KT, they didn't give us one, they gave us two.
Oh my God. So we're gonna have two to give away?
Two giveaways. So we're gonna do one next week and we're gonna do one the week after. We're not gonna do it tonight. We're just announcing it because I think we should have a couple rules. What do you think?
I'm gonna make you guys a link and you're gonna have to do some following and sharing and some work.
Yes, because these are, listen, the reason usually we don't require so much work for anything. But you guys, this is one of the best things that have happened to me in my life. I will never live without a bidet ever again. And I'm telling you, this is a get. This is the exact one that I have. This is a Neo 120. And this is, I just, if I'm not at home with my toilet, I don't know what life is. Can we?
Well, I'm sad because mine broke a couple months back. Because of the water pressure broke it, I think.
Oh,
like, I think my water pressure messed it up.
It wasn't you messing it up. What'd you do?
Could be. I might have used it too much. I don't know.
Oh my God. I mean, what, you have them and you're like, oh my God, like I can't get off of this
It's
toilet.
like night and day. Like once you have it, you don't go back. You do not want to go back.
I don't know if Kathy's still here, but Kathy, is it okay to share that you used it for the first time? If it's not okay, I'm sorry because I just mentioned that.
Well, Kathy's internet sucks, so she might have gone. But
okay.
Anyway,
let me know, Kathy, if I can share with them where you were like what you said. Matt quoted you and said, "Wash the boo boo."
Yes.
Is that what they're called these days?
I don't know. I like to make cute names up for body parts.
Yeah, but we especially want like our peeps to win these, you know. But we also want you to. We'll figure out the rules. We'll share it on Instagram. So let's talk about tonight, girl. What are we doing?
For tonight.
We have some topics. Let's hit up.
Okay. Why don't you tell me what?
Burger King.
Oh, you want to go into that one?
Yeah.
Burger King UK. Did I spell that right?
Burger King. I'm mad at Burger King.
Okay, I'm not mad. I'm just like, oh, who did that? Was that a guy social media person?
Well, I mean, clearly it was. It had to have been someone who was a guy because look at what happened. So what we're talking about is on International Women's Day, the only day that we get, on March 8th, Burger King UK sent out a tweet to the world and said, women belong in the kitchen.
But okay, I get what they were trying to do.
No, I don't.
No. It was part of a full, like the whole goal was to get people talking. So they read the full thread because they were giving out a scholarship for women in the culinary arts. Okay.
Oh,
Just did it wrong. I mean, they're getting the attention they need. I don't know if they want this attention.
I mean, misogyny doesn't land well. Never. And that's a misogynistic sentence, is it not?
Yes.
Like, you know what's funny is it reminds me of the first web series I did out here called Two Hopeful Spinsters. And at our red carpet premiere, we had a wonderful red carpet host, and she interviewed Michael Madsen. You know Michael Madsen, right?
Yes.
He was in our show. I love the guy. He's such a good collaborator. But she asked him if he was a feminist. And he said, I'm a feminist. I'm a feminist. And she was like, how so? And he said, yeah, I believe women should absolutely, they should be in the kitchen. And then he was talking about they should be in an apron with high heels. You can see this interview on YouTube. It's hilarious. And
Did he really?
He said that. And like, how well would that play in 2021 for, not to out Michael Madsen. I love to act with him again. He's a great kisser. I got to kiss him in my show. Michael Madsen, baby.
Species.
My first on-set film kiss was with Michael Madsen. I mean, my mind is blown thinking about it. And I was like, oh, can we do another take? But anyway, long story short, this was a misogynist sentence or tweet. And I feel that, I'm not going to get all fired up about it, but Burger King, only 20% of chef positions in the UK are filled by women.
Okay.
So,
all right. So stop for a second. Okay. Everybody is just focusing on that one tweet. That's the problem. What we need to focus on is proper social media etiquette. Okay. Because what they did was they thought, okay, this is going to get people looking, but what they actually were trying to do was get a lead in to doing a scholarship for women in culinary arts. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just saying, like, everybody always looks at the negative of everything.
Yeah.
Understand they were trying to do something good. They definitely messed up doing it. They went about it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Okay? But we need to not down them so bad. I'm sorry. We just need to be like, hey, you did something wrong. You need to say, I'm sorry.
They're not canceled. I'm still going to get an Impossible Burger. I mean...
But this was not Burger King US, this is Burger King UK. You got a totally different franchise and everything.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, no, you're totally right. Like did that say Dellany looks like a skater?
I brought that in really fast.
Yes. Am I doing the tongue thing right, Corinne? According to my niece Mackenzie, I don't naturally and organically do Gen Z things well. So I guess I'm practicing right now. You know how the girls do that?
Stop it. Finish your sentence.
Well, I have ADHD. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Obviously. Jesus. We're talking about Burger King. So finish your sentence and let's go move on.
Oh, Impossible Burgers are great. And I wish that they would cook them on a separate grill from the meat, period.
I mean, okay. And do you really think that's really Impossible Burger? I think there's some things in it. I would never eat anything from a fast food restaurant and expect it to be what it was said it is.
Wait. You don't think the Impossible Burger is what it says it is? What do you mean?
I think there's some things in it.
Well, is there not things in their burgers? Like I would
That's
be
what I'm saying.
about
Like,
freaking burgers.
Anybody who's like trying to eat an Impossible Burger, okay, at a fast food restaurant, don't expect too much.
Wow. I mean, yeah, if we're talking about fast food, yeah, let's not expect anything really, right?
I'm like, how do you expect that?
Totally. All right, let's go to the next subject because we got a lot of topics to hit.
Okay,
let's do Meghan Markle, Harry, Meghan's prince, Oprah, Tyler Perry. What? And then, okay, who's gonna start? I'm gonna be honest. I actually didn't see the interview, but I know enough about it. I haven't had time, to be honest. So
what do you know about it? Do you know what the media is telling you, or did you actually watch it? See, this
I
is where I
know
have
that I follow very progressive minded people on Twitter. So I kind of followed that. And then I followed Black women written articles who were writing about it. So I have to say that I saw like maybe a clip where Oprah was going, what? What? And she was commenting on the fact that someone related to Harry was concerned about what color the baby Archie was going to be when he came out. Like, what in the racism? What in the actual racism?
But what did you expect? This is what makes me like laugh. How did you expect anything less?
Like what? Like how? I mean, why are they even relevant? Not Harry and Meghan, because I'm team Harry and Meghan, but why the royal family? What in the actual capacity? Why are we giving them any type of? I don't get it. And I know people from the UK could look at me right now and say, well, it's because you don't bother to get it, but I don't get it. I think it's rude and I think they're archaic and I don't know. What do you think? What is our what is
Diana?
What?
I love Princess Diana. I miss her.
The people's princess. I do too.
I really do. I think that she epitomized what a world leader should look like.
Yes.
And act like, you know what I mean? And I think that's maybe a problem that people have with Meghan, in the UK, is that they just don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny because they did down Diana. They even down Kate whenever she got married. No, they did.
I don't remember that. I mean, I don't know.
And not as bad as what Meghan has gotten. I can tell you that.
No.
But
I will say, she comes from that world. Kate came from that world. So, I mean, she knew what she was getting into in this sense. I mean, I don't think Princess Di knew as much as Kate did, right? Princess Di, I've never seen anything like that towards anyone else in the sense of how it ended up leading to her death, and she was a people's princess. Look what she did. Oh my God. And like,
well, I mean, I told my mom, I'm like, or somebody, I said, do you think the Queen would have ever hugged an AIDS patient?
No.
You know what I mean? Like that was, I remember like, I was really, really little when that happened. And I remember everybody just having a nervous breakdown over that.
Yeah. Yeah. And just the ignorance, right? Well, did you see the interview? Like what stood out for you? What did you think?
Okay. So I've always had a love-hate relationship with Meghan. One thing I have to say is like, you knew it was coming and and being of mixed color, you thought maybe that she was going to be accepted more, but you knew it wasn't. You just knew, you know what I mean? You know what it's like. I mean, come on, how white can one family be? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But one thing I did have a little bit of like hesitancies towards is her feeling like she didn't kind of know what she was getting into. Like she felt more like what we see to reality. I think she knew what she was getting into. I just think she wasn't prepared for what she was getting into.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, maybe that's an interesting comment because like we know so much about like the history. I'm assuming we do. I heard that she also said that she didn't know anything about the royals. Did she mean including Princess Di? Because how do you not know about Princess Di? Did she mean that? Like I didn't see the interview, so I don't know.
I'm gonna say okay. So Meghan reminds me of because she is an actress. She kind of reminds me of some women that are some girls, women, whatever, that come to Hollywood. And I don't know how to explain it because even whenever she said, hey, my last job, I had a union, which is SAG, that helped her out.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt like you knew what was coming because you are an actress. You know how Hollywood is. You know how the media in Hollywood is. But now you're on a world stage. Do you know what I mean? You know what's coming. You know what's coming. Now I will say, and I'm sorry, you had to be under a shell if you didn't know what happened to Princess Diana.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's one of the things is like that woman was dogged after the divorce so bad by the press that it ended up causing her death. You know what I mean? Like basically she was running away from the press when she died. You
Yeah.
know? And the one thing that did stand out is Harry basically saying, almost in a nutshell, he's like, I saw it was happening again, and I'm not going to live through that again. And I'm getting my family away from that. I think that was a great affirmation because he was very young when that happened. I'm sure he saw, and he didn't understand what was going on when he saw his mom break down behind closed doors because of how bad she was treated.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So I sure as hell, if you really love someone, you don't want to see that happening to them. And you sure as hell don't want the death to happen that you've already felt because of it.
But do you think, and I don't know, again, I'm going to have to be asking you the questions because to be fair, yes, Kathy, girl, me too. I think they're great, to be honest, because I like their transparency and their honesty. Like, you know, but do you think that some of her saying that she didn't know could also be connected to the fact that she's also saying she didn't know the extent of their racism? The extent, because she is considered, you know, a palatable kind of Black woman, considering she's very light skinned, and maybe she hasn't experienced colorism, or she hasn't experienced the racism in the way that other Black women have. And do you think that she didn't know that they were going to be especially racist to even her? I mean, I don't know. I'm just putting these questions out there. Do you think that's what she meant? Like, or if that was
for her to say I've never Googled, I would have done a little bit of research on a world family that I'm marrying into, and you would have blatantly seen the racism through the ages. Do you know what I mean? Now, not to say that Harry's more like his mom. He's more easy, you know what I mean? Easygoing. But hey, do you remember? And I can't believe nobody has brought this up, or maybe they have and I haven't seen. Didn't Harry get in trouble for wearing a Halloween costume that had a swastika on it back in the day?
I didn't even know.
I vaguely remember something about that. He was at a party or something. And he had that on. And he, at the time, I believe he didn't understand the full weight of it. Do you know what I mean? And I think that if you go back to that, even Harry, who was very accepting, who did that, if you look at that, then you understand how they are and how they are against race.
Everyone's different, but like even required reading in school, universally, you're reading the story of Anne Frank. Like in elementary school, middle school. I don't know how people don't read these things or are not aware at a young age. I don't know. That's crazy to me.
Yeah,
I
just Googled it because I'm looking. The story came out around 2005. Prince Harry apologizes for Nazi costume.
2005.
Yes. And then it came out again in 20 worst moments. Does Meghan Markle know? I remember, there was that Nazi con, and I think that is because their education, maybe they just didn't understand the ramifications of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Ooh, it's just all messed up. Matt, he put up a good question. If you don't mind putting that up,
I'll put it back up again.
I don't know if you did. I didn't know.
I know I had it up.
Do we think Harry might have had a different father than William, not Charles? Or is that a crazy rumor? No. I want to believe that Harry had a different father because there are, like KT just said, like, who does he remind? He reminds us of his mother. I don't really see any qualities of Charles in Harry, to be honest. And, that could be a saving grace for him, is that he's actually not even related to the royal family.
Well, that also might be why they took away the security of the prince. And they took away the prince title, is because maybe he actually is not the child. And it would be a very
all busted. It's all busted. Like, I feel about them, like, if I were ever presented the quote unquote opportunity to meet the royal family, right now, I feel like as I would if I had ever been presented the opportunity to meet Trump. There are certain people in certain positions where I'm going to be like, that is not an opportunity. I'm not going. I don't care to ever meet you in my entire life. Goodbye. Yeah. Charles looks like he's decomposing. Have you seen his dad, Corinne? Ooh, have you seen his dad? Isn't he in the hospital right now? Ooh.
Yes, he is. He is.
Oh, William looks more like his mother. I think I saw something. Yeah. I don't know. I wish them good health and good wealth and good to be prosperous. And they're bringing babies up in the middle of all this. And, you know, I heard that Tyler Perry provided them security when the royal family would not. So, I mean, Tyler, that's a great way for him to even help repair his image in a sense. He didn't put it out there. They did. But it's good to know that he did that, you know, for them, that he gave them his security. But yeah, I mean, Tyler Perry and Oprah, they literally are bringing down the royal family. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
It's not like you didn't see it.
I got my popcorn. What?
It's not like you didn't see it coming. That's where I'm like, when people, I mean, you knew they were racist. You know, and I'm going to tell you, I don't think the royal family themselves is as bad as what he's calling the institution. There is a lot around. Like, I sometimes I don't even know if they have, you know, like, I feel like they're more of a puppet of a bigger conspiracy. But the media is what I'm having a problem with. And I really didn't think about it until I go, why do I really not like Meghan? I mean, I didn't like Suits. Not that I don't like her. It's just she kind of rubs me the wrong way sometimes. But I think a lot of it, and this goes back to when we were talking about Britney Spears, is that I think there's a BuzzFeed I'm going to put into the links into the comments where it shows how they reported Kate and how they reported Meghan.
Yeah.
And how it fit like the avocado they were talking about, how, oh my God, it's healthy and blah, blah, blah. And somehow with Meghan, she's basically
destroying the rainforest.
Yeah. You know?
And yeah.
And I loved her response. She's like, well, I didn't know my avocado toast was that powerful. But that's
my
God. BuzzFeed did a good job because they took like 20 articles that were the same, reported about the same thing for both, and how Kate was positive, Meghan was negative constantly. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, number one, you're never going to live up to this standard. And even Kate, I remember, was chastised a lot, didn't live up to a certain standard. Neither did Diane. It wasn't the standard. Who knows? And Fergie, oh my God, does anybody remember how bad they bashed Fergie?
Oh, I felt so sorry for her. And they called her, the fat phobia really came out on Fergie, who was not that there's anything wrong with fat, because fat is a descriptor, but she was not fat at all. And then didn't she do some weight? I don't want to talk about it. Weight Watcher. I don't know. I remember watching all this as a child and being like, I felt so badly for her. And wasn't her husband, isn't he the one who was found on Epstein's island?
I believe. Is that Edward?
Or no. Yeah. No.
Edward was it? No, I don't think she was with Edward. Who did Fergie? Let me see. Who did Fergie?
She was with Edward. It was Edward.
Was it Edward?
I don't know. We're now doing false. Andrew. Wait, wasn't it Andrew that was on the island?
I believe it was.
Ew. See?
Or was it? Yeah, it was Andrew. Yes. He looks kind of swarmy. Yes, it was.
Oh, and Kathy just reminded, Piers Morgan got fired. Like, I guess whatever.
We were going into to Piers Morgan. That was our next one.
Like, I guess, and I didn't see what he said because I don't give him the time of my day. I would, I wouldn't waste my bidet on Piers Morgan. But like I guess after whatever he said on his show, he got over 40. The show got 41,000 like critiques.
No, I think it was no. I think he said some nasty things on Twitter. I don't know if it was the show. I haven't got, but I know what happened was the co-host was basically asking him questions about how he is responding negatively constantly towards this. And he got up and said, I'm done. I'm finished. I'm done. I'm leaving. But I think in the nutshell, they were like, well, we're good riddance. You know what I mean?
Good riddance. Like I saw, he did an interview with Whitney Waythor and just was so disgusting to her, with his fat phobia. Cause he's a extremely fat phobic man, which to me is him like hiding behind the fact that he's secretly attracted to fat women. And he's just, he has to pretend like he's not. But Whitney Waythor, she handled herself so freaking well, like very classy. And that was in the beginning of the height of what was going on with her career, So, he can just, don't get me started. Oh my God, KT, the drama in that family and surrounding that family and the negativity. Like, I feel like it's kind of like the Kennedys, like our Kennedys over here. Like there's like a curse going on.
Well, even what's her face's who was the girl who married into the Kennedys that passed away? She married JFK Jr. She married Jr.
Caroline.
Yeah, her friend actually said she sees similarities to how we treated her to how Meghan's being treated.
Listen, the only shade I threw her was that I wanted to marry him someday. And I was like, you will have to divorce him.
Everybody was mad at
me. I can marry him because I was going to marry that man. I wanted to marry that man so much.
Could you imagine if he was still alive and he ran for president?
Oh, yes.
What the world would be like. I'm just saying, like, what if he had actually... I don't understand.
I don't even care. I just wanted him to be my husband. I was in love with him. Like I was so young and I was like, I'm going to marry JFK Jr. period. It's going to be me. And then he was getting married and I was like, well, then I'll be number 2. I don't even mind. I'll be number 2. It's fine.
Okay. Well, speaking of presidents, let's go into something interesting that since we talked about Lady Gaga's dogs last week, let's go into the White House dogs.
Oh, whoa. This is a curveball. Oh,
I put that in our notes. Here, I'll put it in.
I have a curveball. I didn't know.
You didn't hear what happened today, or I don't know if it happened today or they just got rid of or took them off today. But Major, the dog is called Major, bits somebody in security, and they said that they had to go take them to the other house, the family home.
Wait, why? What happened?
Because the dog bit somebody.
Oh, well, I hope the dog's okay. I mean,
and what they did said is that the problem is, okay, these are rescue dogs because they are rescue dogs, and that White House is like lots of people, and they basically said that I think that the security guy was intimidating to him or something, or very you know who he was, and he snapped at him. Okay.
Well,
it's rescue dogs. You never know what's going to happen. Even no matter how long you've had them, you never know what.
You never know.
Right.
But I would tell everyone, like, leave my dogs alone. Do not come up to them. Do not, like Elphaba. Elphaba is very unpredictable to this day. And she turned 11 last month and she's a rescue dog. And last week she was having a really off week and her energy was so off. On my walks with Elphaba, she snapped at every human and every dog, and she did that all day. And I was upset about it because it was unlike her to do this, but something was off with her, and she didn't want a human to interact with her, and she did not want dogs, and she was snapping where I was like distressed. I was like, what is happening? And I like talked to her when we got back, and I was like, Elphaba, but she did it on every walk that day. KT, dogs are unpredictable. But I feel like the security people, I mean, everybody just back off from these dogs and let them live their lives.
Well, I don't even think Joe or Jill was at the White House. I think, isn't Joe over here in California?
I don't keep up with, I don't know. I mean, I keep up with politics, but I don't keep up with where he is.
Dogs, okay. Number one, dogs, especially they're German Shepherds, which is an aggressive dog if not treated right. But they're very smart. They're very, very loyal companions. But dogs have a tendency, if like my dogs have to stay on a schedule. They have to be on a schedule. Otherwise, that makes them go nuts. And you put that of them probably not on a normal schedule there in the White House around a lot of people they don't know. It's very stressful. You know, I'm just going to say maybe they just need to have Caesar around all the time.
Oh, interesting. Well, I mean, I don't think they want to. Wait, which one's Caesar?
Caesar, the dog whisperer.
Oh, ew. Yeah, but he's been accused of being an abusive dog trainer.
All
Yeah.
right. But another dog trainer. What's that other woman that goes along? She has a show right now. She's like British, isn't she? She goes and helps people with their dogs.
Oh, I don't know, but let's have her. But I don't know. I feel like if you want your dog, I think the dog should be at the White House. And because I think it's therapy for everyone, whether people want to admit it or not. Dogs are therapy. And I think that like, it's kind of like I take Elphaba on a set. It's a small set. It's not the White House. But when she goes on set, I let people know my dog is here. Please ignore her. Just don't pay her any mind. Let her just get to know you by sniffing you. And, you know, most everybody listens. And then she's an impeccable set dog. But yeah, I understand the White House is a busy place. So to me, like in my White House world, I would have like a room just for Elphaba at the White House.
That's what I'm saying. There should just be like a dog playroom. And, you know, if people don't like dogs, who knows? I don't know if they were roaming around or maybe the dog got out and the security guard went to get him. You know what I mean? Who knows what actually happened, but it happened.
Poor babies.
It happens with rescue dogs. That's what sucks.
It does. Yeah.
It does because they were so abused. They don't, and I'm sure it's a stressful situation. And also I'm sure that Jill and Joe are very stressed. That is a stressful job and your dogs feed off of that.
Oh, of course they feed off of that. My word. Yeah. So, well, I mean, my understanding is whoever they bit it didn't even break the skin, whatever. Yeah, good. Thanks for sharing that. I didn't even know. Poor little baby dogs. Matt thinks their dogs are too big. Excuse me. Like
Great Danes are big.
What?
Could you imagine if there was a Great Dane in the White House?
Like, I don't think there's any dog that's too big except for Clifford, the big red dog.
But Clifford is like lovable.
I know, little Clifford. But I said little Clifford. But for the White House, Clifford is too big for the White House.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So I know we're going to, guys, just so you know, we're going to go on to Clubhouse in a minute at 6:45. Yes. What are we talking about today?
Well, I mean, real quickly, wait, Clubhouse or?
Yeah, on Clubhouse. Because before we go into our last thing I have in here for us.
Oh, got you. Okay. So Clubhouse today is basically talking about, apparently, surprise, surprise, there's still crazy body shaming going on social media platforms, especially TikTok. And it's gotten worse. Like the algorithms don't favor marginalized voices already. And apparently if you're chubby or fat, they don't push you through as much. And then also just people have been really nasty and there's not a good handle on it. We're going to be talking about that, especially because this week is Eating Disorder Awareness Week. Because one of my pet peeves on TikTok is that what I eat in a day nonsense. What I eat in a day. We're going to talk about that on TikTok. It is nonsense. And,
so if you want, go to the link in our description. Yeah. Or you can also find KT online, our Dellany piece.
Yes.
Those are our usernames in there. Yes. And I think Kathy is going to join us today, correct?
She's our co-host. She's there with us.
Okay. Then, you know, if you could find Kathy, then
Kathy, KTEE, Dellany, possibly Gloria de Leon. I didn't get a chance to text her, but she's going to join us. Yeah.
So we're going to leave on a good note.
What's the good note? LeBron?
Girls.
What?
Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, I thought it was going to be LeBron because LeBron's a good note too.
Oh no, I want to give girls instead of guys the props.
Well, I get you. Real quickly, if I can just put that blurb out there about LeBron James. He is doing something good. I never talk sports, by the way, but him and someone named Maverick Carter, I don't know who he is. They have a company called Springville Company, and it's a startup. And I like to pay attention to startups because I'm chasing the wealth. It has become a media and branding like juggernaut of sorts that empowers communities and is built for the future. So they are men, but they are, you know, black men here, and they are going to, you know, have a place for black and brown people and marginalized voices. So I just wanted to put that out there, and now let's talk
You
about
remember
Powerpuff.
that his production company that he had the parking space at my old place.
Yes.
Matt was like, oh my god.
Oh, that is so funny. I love it. Okay, let's talk about Powderpuff. What? Powderpuff Girls. Powderpuff Girls. Did you ever watch Powderpuff Girls?
I did.
She said it like that. She said,
I had the
did.
dolls. I watched the cartoons.
So they have recently announced, as of today, live action series has been announced. It's going to be a series, and it's going to be live action. So it's going to be Chloe Bennett, Dove Cameron, and Yana Perros. I'm not familiar with any of these actresses because I guess I'm officially old these days. But they're going to be playing the superpowered sisters. Who did you relate to in Powderpuff Girls?
Pink one.
The pink one.
Yes.
I guess if anybody's on here for Powderpuff Girls, which one was the pink one? I am told that I am like Bubbles. So whatever that means, here I am. Powderpuff Girls is amazing. Oh, Corinne, you're going to love this, girl. Live action series. And apparently it's going to show them as like 20-somethings they're angsty, and they've kind of been, they're bitter because their childhood was taken away from them because they had to like fight villains. And I guess it's them finding themselves in their 20s and coming back together to fight evil. It sounds good to me. I'm excited about it.
Blossom. That's it. Blossom.
Okay, so you're Blossom and I'm Bubbles.
You're I'm Blossom and you're Bubbles. Speaking of things from our childhood, did you see they're doing Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret?
I think I heard something about this.
Yes. Anybody wants to know? Judy Blume, they're doing it. And Margaret is going to be Abby Ryder Fornstein. And then her mom is Rachel McAdams, and the grandmother is Kathy Bates. That's
no way.
Yes.
That's going to be great. That's going to be freaking amazing. Woo, woo! Awesome. I love it. Girl, I think we're late for our Clubhouse.
No, it's only 6:43 because we're always late for everything. So we're going to jump off. But remember, Fat TV World, we're here every Tuesday. Come see us on Clubhouse. We're on for the after show. Also, Thursday, we're going to, Kathy is leading another Clubhouse that we're going to be on. So if you miss us tonight, you don't have time, come Thursday, look for us. We'll also put the link out on Fat TV World too. See you next week.